Students, how are you? It's Candice 3. Today we'll talk about a lot of questions about integration by substitution this year, okay? Look at this example, number 1. We want to find integration of x multiplication by x power 2 plus 4 all power 5 dx. We can find integration by two methods. First method is easy for you, thinking about this term and this function. This function here, x power 2 plus 4, derivative of this function will be 2x. We must write 2 here and divide it by 2. Then we have function and derivative of the function here. Then we can cancel the derivative here and add 1 to the power and divide it by the new power. It will be half outside here coefficient, and this function it will be x power 2 plus 4. We must add 1 to the power, it will be equal 6 divided by the power here new power 6. The result will be 1 over 12, because 2 times 6 equal 12, multiplication x power 2 plus 4 all power 6 plus constant. Or we can using this example by another method or another solution here. Put this function x power 2 plus 4 equal y. Put y equal x power 2 plus 4. Then dy about this function, or you can find derivative of this function dy dx equal to x plus 0, or you can find the simplest form. You can find x from it. X power 2 will be equal y minus 4. Then x will be square root about y minus 4. Understood? And we can find derivative about x dx equal 2 multiplication square root about y minus 4, and derivative about this function here will be what? Dx over dy here will be equal 1 multiplication by dy. Understood? Because we derivative this function by y. Okay, look at this example. Put it here, integration about x, cancel x here, and write x equal what? Square root about y minus 4. This function will be what? Will be y dot y power what? Power 5. Multiplication dx here, cancel dx and write 1 over 2 square root of y minus 4 dy. We know this root cancel by this root, and the result will be y power 5 over 2 dy. And then we can write half outside, add 1 to the power, it will be y power 6, and divided by the new power here plus constant. The result will be 1 over 12 y power 6 plus constant. Then we can cancel y and write x power 2 plus 4. The result will be 1 over 12 multiplication by x power 2 plus 4 all power 6 plus constant. It's such that the new solution here, as you like, solve about this method or easy method number 1. Never mind. Next question here, you want to find integration of x power 2 multiplication by x plus 4 all power 5 dx. Let this expression equal y equal x plus 4. Then we can find x equal y minus 4, and then dx equal here dy, because we derivative this function by what? By y. Dx over dy equal 1. Doing cross here, look at here, dx over dy equal 1 about this function, and doing cross here, dx equal dy. Okay, then we can complete this function here. X power 2 cancel x will be y minus 4. I write it here. Okay, y minus 4 all power 2 dot x plus 4 all power 5. X equal y minus 4. Then, or you can find this function, you put it here y. Okay, y equal x plus 4, it will be y all power 5. Okay, all multiplication by dx, cancel dx and write dy. And then we have here function we can factorize or find the result in the simplest form, y power 2. Subtract 2 times 4 times y equal 8y plus 16 multiplication by y power 5 dot dy. Y power 5 multiplication y power 2 equal y power 7. Subtract 8 y power 5 multiplication y, it will be y power 6. Multiplication 16 y power 5 dy, and then add 1 to the power, it will be y power 8 over 8. Subtract 8 and y power 7 divided by 7 plus 16 y power 6 divided by 6 plus constant, and you can simplify it. 16 divided by 6 divided by 2, it will be 3 and it will be 8. Okay, understood? Integration of x power 2 multiplication by square root of 5 root of 5 about x plus 3 dx. Let y will be cubic or root of 5 root of x plus 5th root of x plus 3, and then y power 5 will be x plus 3 by getting power 5 to left hand side or right hand side. Then we can derivative the function by find x first. X will be y power 5 minus 3. Then we can derivative by y. The x here equal 5 dy y power 4, 5 y power 4 dy, and this function will be what? X power 2. We have here x power 2 dot cubic fifth root of x plus 3 dx. It's the function. Let me put x power 2 here. This function cancel. X power 2 we can write here y power 5 minus 3 over power 2 multiplication y power 5 is this function here, and cancel it or cancel y, write y here dot dx equal 5 y power 4 dy, and then we can write this function in the simplest form. Integration of y power 5 minus 3 all power 2 dot, write 5 outside here, y power 4 times y power 5 dy. Okay, and we can find the result in the simplest form here. Write 5 outside and y power 10 and negative 6 y power 5 plus 9 dot y power 5 dy, and we have integration about this distributive y power 5 all term here. Write 5 outside. Integration of y power 15 negative 6y power 10 plus 9y power 5 dy. Okay, we can write 5 here, y power 16 over 16, subtract 6y power 11 over 11 plus 9y power 6 over 6 plus constant, and then we can cancel y and write x, y by x, y, we cancel y here and write in the simplest form, and then we even cancel y and write 5th root of root 3. The result will be 5 outside about the function here was 5th root of x plus 3 all power 16 about this function in the numerator divided by 16. Okay, subtract by, find the integration of x plus 5 multiplication by square root of x plus 3 dx. We can find the result in simplest form here by using two methods. Okay, we will solve it by two methods. First method, we can write this function x plus 3 plus 2 here, multiplication by x plus 3 all power half dx, and using distributive properties, this function multiplication this function will be x plus 3 all power 1 plus half equals 3 over 2, and write 2 multiplication by this function x plus 3 all power half dx, and then we can find integration about this function x plus 3, add 1 to the power and divided by the new power 5 over 2 divided by 5 over 2, it will be 2 over 5, plus integration about the function 2 here and x plus 3, add 1 to the power, it will be 3 over 2, and divided by the new power, it will be 2 over 3 plus constant. The result will be 2 over 5 multiplication by this function x plus 3 all power 5 over 2 plus 4 over 3 multiplication by x plus 3 all power 3 over 2 plus constant. Or we can solve this example by substitution, integration by substitution. Okay, let y equal root x plus 3, then y power 2 will be x plus 3, then x equal y power 2 minus 3, and going to the function here, write x plus 5, x here will be y power 2 minus 3 plus 5, this function x power 2 multiplication by y. Okay, and the x we can find derivative about this function, dx equal 2y dy dot 2y dy, and distributive here it will be y power 3, subtract this number will be what, negative 3 plus 5 equal 2, 2 times y equal 2y, understood? We have here 9, again we have this function here, multiplication by, okay, it's y, okay, it's y distributive here, and we have 2y again dy distributive again, it will be 2y power 4 plus 4y power 2 dy, and then the result will be 2 over 5 y power 5 plus 4 y power 3 over 3, and then constant in the end. We can change y and write y equal x plus 3 all power half. The result will be 2 over 5, cancel y and write x plus 3 power half, 5 times half it will be 5 over 2 plus 4 over 3, it's power 3 here, cancel y and write x plus 3 or power half, it will be 3 over half plus constant. So you have in this example two methods to find the result as you like. Okay, what about integration of x power 2 plus 5 multiplication by square root of x minus 1 dx. Okay, this example we must using substitution method about integration by substitution. How we must let y equal this function square root of x minus 1, then y power 2 will be x minus 1, then x will be y power 2 minus 1, and then dx equal 2y dy. Look at this function here, integration about it. I will write integration here, y power 2 plus 5, x power 2 plus 5, x power 2, where x equal y power 2 minus 1. We can moving here y power 2 equal x power, y power 2 equal x minus 1, and then x equal y power 2 plus 1. Then we can cancel x here and write y power 2 plus 1 or power 2 plus 5 multiplication by this function, we put it here y, multiplication by this function dx equal 2y dy, and we have all in the brackets, and then we can find the simplest form, y power 4 plus 2y power 2 plus 1 plus 5 multiplication by y times 2y, 2y power 2 dy, okay, integration 2y power 6 plus 4y power 4 plus 6 times 2 equal 12 y power 2 dy. Add 1 to the power and divided by new power. Here it will be 2y power 7 divided by 7 plus 4y power 5 divided by 5 plus 12y power 3 divided by 3 plus constant. And then you can cancel y and write this function here. Cancel y and write root x minus 1 here to find the simplest form. Look at this integration here, x power 2 multiplication by cubic root of x plus 1 dx. Okay, let y will be equal this function cubic root about x plus 1, then y power 3 will be x plus 1, then x will be y power 3 minus 1, then dx equals 3y power 3 power 2 dy. Look at this function here, integration about this function here, right, integration x power 2, x here, y power 3 minus 1, all power 2, multiplication this function y, multiplication dx here, 3y power 2 dy. Simplest it, y power 6 minus 2y power 3 plus 1, multiplication by 3y power 3 dy, right, integration 3 times this function it would be 3y power 9 minus 6y power 6 plus 3y power 3 dy, and then you can add 1 to the power and divided by the u power. It will be 6 plus 3 equal 9 here. It will be 3y power 10 over 10, subtract 6y power 7 over 7 plus 3y power 4 divided by 4 constant, and then cancel y and write cubic root here in all fraction. Integration of x power 3 dot square root of 1 minus x power 2 dx. Okay, let y equals this function equal square root of 1 minus x power 2, then y power 2 equal 1 minus x power 2, x power 2 equal 1 minus, we moving x power 2 here, it will be y or 2 difference between them, and we can write derivative of this function 2x dx equal negative 2y dy, then dx equal, we can cancel 2 by 2, it will be y negative y dy over x, and we can write x from this example, square root about 1 minus y power 2. Then dx equal negative y dy, cancel x and write x equal square root of 1 minus y power 2. Okay, look at the function here, x power 3, x where, x here, it will be x minus y power 2, here it's x, all power what? All power 3, multiplication this function, y, multiplication dx, this function here, negative y dy over square root of 1 minus y power 2. Again, y power 2 equal 1 minus x power 2, it's 1. And this function dx equal negative y dy over square root about this function. And then you can cancel 1 from it. It will be integration square root about y minus 1 minus y power 2 all power 2 multiplication by y times negative y power 2 dy. It will be cancel this, it will be 1 minus y power 2 multiplication by negative y power 2 dy, integration of negative y power 2 plus y power 4 dy. And we can add 1 to the power and divide it by the new power, divided by 5 plus constant. And then you can change any y here and put square root of 1 minus x power 2 here in example. Okay, look at this example. We want to find integration of fifth root of 2 minus root x dx. Okay, let y will be equal all this fifth root, and then dy dx. We can find first y power 5. Very easy for you. Okay, but y power 5 equal 2 minus root x, and root x will be equal 2 minus y power 5 square, and we can find the power 2 all this to cancel root. It will be x equal, this function will be 4, subtract 2 times 2 4 y power 5 plus y power 10, and then dx equal, it will be 0 here, negative 20 y power 4 plus 10 y power 9 all dy. Okay, look at the function here, this function here, write integration, right here y, I put y here, multiplication by dx, all this expression, it will be negative 20 y power 4 plus 10 y power 9 multiplication by dy. The result will be negative 20 y power 5 plus 10 y power 10 dy. We will add 1 to the power and divide it by new power here, and 10 y power 11 over 11 plus constant. And then you can cancel any y here and write fifth root to end the question. Okay, understood? Look at this question here, integration of square root of the square root of x power 3 plus x dx. Can you solve this example? Think it with me. Okay, first I will put x power 3 equal x power 2 multiplication by x. I mean, write x outside and put x inside here plus x dx. and we can write x coefficient, it will return here, write x outside, the result will be here root x plus 1 dx, and distributive, the root here will be root 3 multiplication by square root of root 3 root x plus 1 all dx. And then you can solve this example by what? Put this expression equal y. Let y equal square root of x plus 1. And then you can find, simplify it, y power 2, it will be root x plus 1. Then root x will be y power 2 minus 1. And then you can find power here and here, then x will be y power 2 minus 1 all power 2, and then x will be y power 4 minus 2y power 2 plus 1, it's x, and you can get the x equal 4y power 3 subtract 4y all dy. And then going to the question here, this expression, and put root of x above this function, y power 2 minus 1 dx equal this function here, y power 2 minus 1 multiplication by square root above this function, you bit it y, okay, and dx, write this expression, multiplication by 4y power 3 subtract 4y all dy, integration here, y power 2 minus y equal y power 3 minus y multiplication by 4y power 3 minus 4y dy, and we can use a distributive here, y power 3 times this function, it will be 4y power 6 and negative 4y power 4, we're using distributive here, and negative y times this, it will be negative 4y power 4, negative and negative positive 4y power 2 dy, and then you can add 1 to the power and divide it by the power, add power and divided by the power, and here add 1 to the power divided by the new power, and so on, plus constant, and then you can cancel y and write the value of y equal square root of x plus 1 to int, change in y here and write the value, okay.